eerily similar, to last year. I knew South Florida would do a good job of guarding us. I knew that they'd do a good job with their preparation and their scout, and I thought it would be a low-scoring game. But we weren't sharp. Give them credit for it. We didn't execute. We didn't make shots. We turned the ball over way too much. We weren't as excited about playing as they were early in the game. And in spite of all of our best efforts, to get them ready to go, just didn't think we had, quite had that edge. So when Chris Moore came in and really started to pick it up physically, if you look at both Chris Moore now and Flanagan, together, those guys had just an incredible stat line. So if you add Al's 18? 18 points and 4 rebounds, with Chris's 7 and 5, that's a great stat line for the three, with the exception of the turnovers. And so that's something they've got to work on. I thought our 4 men got outplayed tonight. I think our Janai is still struggling with that ankle. He is just can't jump off that thing. And I don't know we got to do something, because he's obviously not the same player, because he's just playing on a bad wheel. We got to get that thing, obviously, figured out. Wendell was terrific and got in foul trouble in the first half. I thought, even though, Trey, I thought Trey was really solid again. Like I said, the team, we got to get better. I'm glad we got the win over a good team from a really good conference. This is a team that plays against Houston and Memphis and, really good league, the American. Glad to get the W.
Questions?
Bruce, when they went to the zone midway through the half and Wendell sort of took over the game, you talk about him attacking the basket.
Well, Wes Flanagan and Chad Pruitt, that group had to scout. South Florida did not play us any 3-2 last year. South Florida, we only saw one game, and they didn't play any 3-2. But my coaches do a good job. And so we did see 3-2 in their package a year ago after we played them. And so we were prepared for it. And I had a couple of looks. I'm kind of old. I've been doing this a long time. And there's a couple of things that really bother that defense. I used to run it myself. And so we went to that. Kids did a good job executing.
Advice?
What did you see with Wendell in the second half, his ability to get to the cup?
Man, that was great. Again, a lot of that was in the zone. We were able to, a lot of people don't ball screen the zone, and I do. And so we were at a ball screen that zone and set good screens and let him turn the corner. And he was able to kind of get downhill, and he was able to play 2-on-1 with their center. So that was a real nice look.
Hey,
Coach Pearl, what was your message to the team at halftime? They had a really tough time shooting the ball in the first half. What was the message to them to try to get them back into the game?
Well, I think we talked about the fact that I thought South Florida was the more excited team to play. And I thought they out-hustled us. They had 10 second chance points. They were out-rebounding us. I challenged my players physically, and I thought they responded.
Ryan Matthews.
Just didn't think we were physical enough in the first half.
Yes, Bruce. The way Wendell Green sort of finished that game off, I think it was 12 of the final 13 points. What did you think about that, and did it remind you a little bit of Jalen Harper back in the day?
You got to put the ball in your point guard's hands, let him go score, let him get fouled, and obviously that's what Wendell was able to do, and he had good command out there. He had good command, and defensively, he's not taking possessions off, which is huge.
Coach, Keyshawn Bryant for USF came into the game 8 points shy of 1,000 points in his career. Was he the guy you had highlighted, and if so, how do you think he handled it?
Well, Keyshawn's a very talented player, we knew that. We look. the starting five that he put out there was his biggest, strongest, most physical starting five, and they had real size out there, you know. And when you play those big wings all together, and so you know, Keyshawn is, you know, he missed his 3 balls, but he's been shooting the ball well, especially in the corners, and you know, they did a good job. But you know, they only had 7 assists, so our defense was good, and you know, to hold those guys to 35%, 14% from 3, you know, they missed some free throws. I mean, Auburn's defense was pretty good, and that's gonna be what's gonna have to carry us, because right now we're not really good offensively right now. Our defense is gonna have to carry us, and it did tonight.
Richard?
Coach, I know you can't talk specifically about players that may or may not have been visiting, but to get Jabari in here like you did last year and the caliber of players that you do have coming in here, what does it say about where the program has gone in your tenure that you get these guys in here?
Well, you know, I think one of the things that I'm so very pleased about is just like tonight, it was sold out. You know, it's the second game of the year. It's November, and we're selling games out. So, you know, I'm grateful, and I promise you, I feel a real responsibility to keep trying to win championships. I'm working as hard as I possibly can, and partly because I just want to, you know, to whom much is given, much is expected, and Auburn's given me so much, and our fans. I'm happy for our players that they get to play in this environment. And so anytime you bring prospects in, they get a chance to see the environment. Same thing over in Jordan-Hare. I guarantee you that the world of college football took notice that here in November, late in the year, with all that's going on with our football program, Auburn is selling out at home. That's sending a message to the world of college football, every prospect that's out there. That doesn't happen everywhere. It happens at Auburn.
All right, Tobias?
Well, that was a powerful statement. From there, look at Allen Flanagan. What was he able to do to kind of get his scoring going? Most points he's had.
Well, you know, Allen is a physical player. He's a physical defender. He's a physical rebounder, and we need his physicality. He and Chris's physicality on the floor. But when Allen gets his feet set and gets his shoulders square, he can really shoot the basketball. And so I'm very excited about the fact that he just looks so natural in that rhythm, but he can't turn the ball over 5 times.
All right, Ike?
Coach Pearl, Dylan Cardwell looked like he came up limping a couple of times in the game. Was it just cramps or what was going on?
I think it was just cramps.
Okay.
I think it was just cramps. And Dylan Cardwell had a lot to do, you know, with our win tonight. His effort and energy, you know, his ability to block shots and rebound. He had 5 big blocks in there. I mean, Dylan Caldwell was a factor.
2 more questions, Nathan?
Bruce, I'm going to ask you about Dylan now. He had 5 blocks in each of these games. He played less than 20 minutes in both of them. You talked last time about how you like that efficient role for him, trying to keep him fresh. Were you pleased with that again?
Oh my God, 2 for 2, 3 for 4 for the lead, 5 blocks. Dylan for a man his size, he moves so very, very well. And so Dylan played very, very well. And his physicality in there, he had some loose balls, his 50-50 balls, got his hands on some traffic rebounds. Man, he was a man in there.
Last question, Jeff? Or Brian Matthews?
No,
You good? Okay.
Great, thank you guys.
Thank you.